music's originally by Elgar. It's from his Enigma variations, but most people know it, me included, from something that was sampled in. It's a song called Club to Death, I think by someone called Rob Dougan. Used in, most people know it because it's used in The Matrix, that bit where they're walking down the street with the cool drum beat. But I just thought I wanted to see how it would fit on the guitar because it sounded really cool. I've not really looked at the sheet music or anything like that, it's just my impression from listening to it, so you probably get a more accurate one or whatever, but I thought I'd share how I was thinking about it in case anyone found it interesting. So the whole thing's kind of around this G minor key center, with this stepwise going up bass line. I was thinking of it kind of in three voices. I'm sure you could add a fourth and, you know, orchestrate it bigger or whatever, but this is just my impression on it. So the first I'm thinking of is this G minor chord, root, fifth, minor third, and the melody on top is just that, and the middle part is doubling that at sixth lower, so you get the middle part. Then that pattern repeats a step up. It's the middle part. And then you get to this B flat chord, same configuration as the G minor, root, fifth, major third. And then I'm not really thinking of this part as like any particular chord, it's just the lines. There is more movement in the middle part, I think it goes, but because I've just approximated it on the guitar to leave some notes ringing, this is what I end up with. And then so halfway through you're sort of on this, I guess it's like a minor 7 root on the C, minor third above it, flat 7, so you kind of a C minor 7-y thing, falls to the 6, you leave it ringing if you like that sound. And then to get the melody note back on top, I flatten down my third finger, which is something that's very useful if you work on it for, if you play a guitar with a narrowish neck like a telly. It can get you out of trouble if you're stuck on something. So far you've got still going up in the bass, just the scale. So now this is one of my favourite parts. It's kind of this, you can think of it if you want, as like coming from a B flat, if you like to think of this way, a C shape, if that's how you like to think. But it's got the third in the bass. The melody's going up a third, middle line's going down a third at the same time, so it's a nice effect over this held bass note. Then it goes to this really kind of dark, edgy sound. In the low end you've got this, which I love the sound of. With a nice leap on top. If you wanted to think of this as something, I guess you could think of it as an F9. You've got flat 7, major third, 9. Your root would be here, but we're not playing the root. Now you can hear this really distinct middle line in the original, where this middle line jumps up a flat 7 to be an octave lower than that G on top. So I sort of emulate that by just triggering the G minor, but approach it with its own fifth, which is G7. So, but it's being voiced like this. So from there, this being the third of G and a half step below where we're heading to. This note you can add is the fifth of G, and this the flat seven. So you've kind of got a seventh chord with no root, if you want to think of it that way. Heading to the chord 4, the C minor, you can let this note ring on top. There's this line as well, you can kind of hear in the original, which comes just after this. So I'd be thinking to play this C minor chord with the fifth as well, because that's going to lead nicely into this next line. Because then you've got this, that contrary motion on those voices over this sustained bass note. Back to chord 1 G minor. Just the melody. I'm just doing a bar chord here just so it sounds, I like the sound just a bit bigger. Chord 4 minor 7, C minor 7, with the 7 on top, the flat 7 on top, that is. 5 major, 1 minor, G minor. So all together you get. I just thought that was a really nice short piece of music, and figure out how to put it on the guitar. Like I say, there's probably better ways to do it, different ways to do it, but that's just my impression from having listened to it. Hopefully that was interesting or sounded okay. Thanks for watching.